I said and so many times, and I couldn't even stand to watch it. So I'm going to try again. So I will probably have a lot of silent pauses so I can avoid saying the words and I'll just pause and smile. When I can't think of what I want to say, I'll just smile. So I wanted to do a little update video on just some of the upcoming projects here. I've gotten to a point where I've caught up with most of the backlogged projects, built a couple injection pumps, I've tested turbos, I've written files, I did the 800 Marine cam test, and so I actually have some breathing room to look at some things that needed to be done and have been put off, and some other fun things. And if you know me, I'll probably continue to put off the things that need to be done, and we'll continue to do the things that are fun. So some of the things that need to be done, I need to go on with another phase of my electric. I need to put some outlets in the building. I pretty much run off of extension cords in this particular area. Once I'm back by the dyno, I actually have a lot of electricity in there. I have all the outlets and everything. So probably not going to do that. The next big project is more than likely pickup truck engine swap. Truck swallowed the grid heater nut to putting a junkyard engine in. That'll be probably the next big project. This is really cool. I think I have acquired a 17-liter kit to go into the old Acer. I'm not saying oh, I'm just smiling. That's going to be really cool. I've not always been a big fan of it because of the cost, and I happen to got a used one, just some pistons and liners. That'll be cool. Whether that finds its way into Barney, I don't know. It's going to find its way onto the dyno first. So that's a next pretty big deal. I almost said I'll just smile and pause. I want to do some work on configuring the dyno to be able to run some gasoline engines. The dyno has probably a couple thousand pounds worth of cast iron rotors in it, so it has a RPM limit of 4,000 RPMs. And it's a 1983 dyno. You don't want to exceed the RPM limits because really bad things can happen. What I'm planning on doing is putting a Turbo 400 transmission behind the Chevy V8 and run it in second gear. And that'll give me, let's see, a Turbo 400 is either 253 or 248, I can't remember, but it'll give enough gear reduction that it'll actually work pretty well. I think it's 148, 248, 1-to-1. Turbo 400 and Turbo 350. One is a 252, 152, 1-to-1, and the other's 148, 240. Yeah, I don't remember. So that's an idea. Run the transmission in second gear. Oh, I said, all right, there's one. Run it in second gear. That'll allow the engine to rev as high as it needs to without overspeeding the dyno. That's on the agenda. I don't know how much push that's going to get or when that's going to happen, but it's definitely something I want to do. And along the same lines, you've seen my little 46 Chevy street rod, so we want to actually get that engine in the street rod, get the air ride suspension on the back, and get that thing drivable. That's going to be a cool little project. That's on the want-to-do list. Along with that, see, here's a theme here. Everything on the to-do list is preceded by about 3 other to-do. So before the street rod gets done, the engine's got to be built. Before the engine gets built, well, let me back up. Before the street rod gets done, the engine's got to be built. I'd like to dyno the engine, so I have to figure out how to get the dyno set up to run the engine. The two-post lift I have in there that's not bolted down or put into position, that needs to get fixed before the street rod project happens. So there's always a list of things that need to be done before you can get to the to-do on the to-do list. So that's that. Oh, it's 2 uhs. I'll just smile and pause. The next item that's probably the most important item is the lowboy needs new decking. So I need to run to probably up, there's 3 uhs. Darn it, it's hard to not say on a video when you're not used to making videos. I'll just smile and pause. The lowboy needs new decking. I can go to Pomona, California, pick up some Apatong there. That's the plan. Yeah, oh, I'm reading some comments here. Why dyno the engine? Well, I have an engine dyno. I do not have a chassis dyno. And it's kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. It just gives the ability to set the dyno up for a gas engine and to run the dyno, because that's a hoot. Running the dyno is crazy fun. The other thing, and this is kind of, this one's way out there. I have a junk PACCAR MX-13. We all hate those. It's 5 cylinders because it dropped a valve, but it does run. So we're thinking about running that thing on full fuel, full RPM out in my field near my target impact area and basically do a blow it up video on YouTube. I think that would be fun. We can run it wide open on the fuel that it has. Then we could maybe do an IV infusion right into the turbo of steady fuel or steady gasoline, or dust some gunpowder into it, or possibly get us a 5-gallon can of nitromethane or even a gallon and just have a really good, fun blow it up video. Just run it wide open RPM, feed. Yeah, you're right, straight race fuel. Meth, I don't think would hurt it. I think it needs nitro. I think nitro from a funny car would be the thing that would just send it over the Rainbow Bridge. I think that would be fun to watch. I wouldn't run it without oil, and I would, if it got hot, I'd slow it down and let it cool, because I want to blow it up. I don't want to burn it up. I want to blow it up. So that's something that would be fun to do. Trying to think if there's any other projects. That's probably, oh, the white Mac. My white Superliner, I've got all aluminum wheels for it now. I'd like to put those aluminum wheels on there, and I need to replace it's got a stuck plunger in the fuel pump, so it runs on 5 cylinders. There's a theme around here, things running on 5 cylinders. The Jeep runs on 5 cylinders. The MX-13 is going to be 5 cylinders, and the Mac runs on 5 cylinders. Maybe I should get me an old Audi Quattro. Anyway, so yeah, I want to get the Mac running. It already runs, but it runs on 5. I never did hook the power steering up, so it's like a bear trying to drive power steering with no power. Get that hooked up, get the engine running on all 6 cylinders, and get some good tires, because the tires and wheels on it are, yeah, Colorado, yeah. Yeah. So hopefully we can make all our 5, well, we'll make 2 of the 5 cylinders into 6 cylinders and send 1 over the Rainbow Bridge. So yeah, I like that. The Mac will be a nice little truck for just jockeying stuff around the property here, because I don't really like to always have to unhitch Barney from whatever it's hooked up to. So that's pretty much it. And then, I mean, whatever customer work that comes in, I'll definitely keep doing that. I gotta have income, so probably be some cat files to write. Oh, I forgot about another thing. This one's a little far out too, but I've got access to a common rail. Oh, there's 4 uhs. A common rail ISX or X15, I don't know which it is, back in Maryland. My mom lives in Maryland, and I'm trying to figure out a way I can pick this engine up from Maryland, get it in my mom's house to store until I can make a trip back from Arizona to Maryland to pick that up. And that's really kind of a useless project, but I'm just really curious. I really am curious about running an X15 on my engine dyno. I think that would be fun. I really be fun to get into maybe some competition common rail tuning. I don't know. Those things seem to blow up all the time too, so maybe we'll have a video of blowing that up too. Not on purpose though, but from my experience with ISXs, they're going to blow up anyway. We've had about 6 of them over the years, and I would say 4 of them all ended up with holes in the block. So I don't know whether the X15 common rail would do better than that or not, but that would definitely go on the dyno and be testing and make some fun videos. So that's the other thing, but that's a long shot. So if any of you have a solution to where I can get something, oh, did I say oh man, it's five uhs, but that's not too bad for a 11-minute video. I'm new at this whole talk to the camera thing. I need to be able to probably lift an X15 off of a flatbed, put it on the ground. My mom has a pretty good sized John Deere farm tractor, but I don't know if it has a loader. I don't know if the loader's enough to pick up a 2,000-3,000 pound engine, but anyway, that's something that's on the possible to-do list. That pretty much does it. I mean, there's 1,000 things to be done. 6 uhs. The Jeep needs work. Both of my Dodges are total rust buckets, and there's a lot of good donor stuff out here. I mean, 2nd and 3rd gen Dodges, cabs and frames are pretty easily accessible out here. I'm just really not too excited about that sort of stuff right now. I'm more into the playing with the diesels, the running the gasser on the dyno, blowing something up, whatever. That's more the jam we got going on out here. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this before I say the 7th and I may go ahead and save this video. The last one, I think I either deleted it or I just didn't make it public. Let me know in the comments. The last video I walked around and I kind of pictured everything that I was talking about. This time I decided to sit here in a chair and just talk. Just trying different things. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. We're out of here.